In the heart of the African savanna, there existed an ancient rivalry between two powerful beasts, the mighty buffalo and the formidable rhinoceros. For decades, their territories had remained divided by an invisible line, each species claiming dominance over its own domain. The buffalo, with its sturdy frame and sharp, curved horns, roamed the grasslands in large herds, grazing peacefully under the golden African sun. The rhinoceros, on the other hand, boasted a thick, armor-like hide and a formidable horn that protruded from its snout, exuding an air of indomitable strength as it patrolled the lush, thorny bushes that dotted the landscape. The creatures had coexisted in a delicate balance, respecting each other's boundaries and avoiding unnecessary conflict. However, one dry and sweltering summer, a severe drought descended upon the savanna, causing water sources to dwindle and vegetation to wither. As resources became scarce, the once harmonious relationship between the buffalo and the rhinoceros began to unravel. In the midst of the parched landscape, tensions rose as both species fiercely competed for the limited sustenance the land could provide. The buffalo, with their sheer numbers, attempted to claim grazing areas that were traditionally the rhinoceros's domain. The rhinoceros, unwilling to yield an inch of their territory, confronted the buffalo with displays of aggression, warning them to retreat. Days turned into weeks, and the struggle for survival intensified. Desperation fueled by thirst and hunger drove both the buffalo and the rhinoceros to clash in violent, earth-shaking battles. The thud of hooves and the clash of horns echoed across the savanna, as the two species fought tooth and horn for every blade of grass and every drop of water. As the conflict escalated, both sides suffered heavy losses. Many buffalo and rhinoceros lay injured on the dry earth, their once majestic forms now scarred and weary. The savanna, once teeming with life, now bore witness to the toll of the relentless struggle. Amidst the chaos, a wise old elephant named Matriarch Gamba, renowned for her wisdom and diplomacy, emerged from the shadows of the baobab trees. With her calm demeanor and profound insight, she called for a truce between the buffalo and the rhinoceros, urging them to put aside their differences and work together to survive the harsh conditions that threatened them all. Slowly, the words of the wise matriarch resonated with the weary and battered creatures. Realizing that their mutual destruction would only lead to the demise of both species, the buffalo and the rhinoceros reluctantly agreed to a truce, setting aside their rivalry in favor of a fragile alliance. With the guidance of Matriarch Gamba, they sought out new sources of water and vegetation, discovering hidden oases and uncharted grazing lands that could sustain both groups. As the rains finally graced the savanna once again, the land began to rejuvenate, breathing life back into the parched soil. The buffalo and the rhinoceros, having overcome their bitter enmity, stood side by side, sharing the newfound abundance with a newfound sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. Their truce not only saved their respective species from the brink of annihilation, but also became a timeless legend, reminding all creatures of the African savanna of the importance of unity and cooperation in the face of adversity. And from that day forward, the ancient rivalry between the buffalo and the rhinoceros was transformed into a tale of cooperation and harmony, etched into the folklore of the vast and untamed African wilderness.